One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see one of the top teams in this conference taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Trojans will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Grabbed over the middle, it's Simpson. He's loose. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
I'm a big believer in taking shots early in the game and being aggressive and showing my team I got confidence in them. Let's go make plays. First drive, already taking shots down the field. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marsh. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Wolverines are marching down the field. Toss sweep to the left. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. There's the pressure. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for goals. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The inside handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Back to throw. It's Mayava. Finds his man. It's Lemon. And the defense drags him down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got it behind the line. It's Sanders. The Trojans get enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They're going to run it to the right. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go right back to the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen, and you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. Pressure coming. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Wide open downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
The Wolverines are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the catch. It's Marshall. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Field goal is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there in the Globe. They're up by 4 over Penn State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Quick release by the QB. He's
ability, does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Can't get him to the ground. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. He lets it fly. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter.
USA 7, Michigan 3.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's Jordan. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense. Jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one, make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Looking to fire. Moves around to clear up the vision. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off the spot, he gets outside the pocket. They did a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Catch in the middle, it's McCulley. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is. Make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Southern Cal. How about this defense taking one back to the house? There's still plenty of time here, but huge momentum on their side.
Huge momentum. Way to get out the gates early. Early in the game to get up a couple scores, that is a beautiful thing. Takes the pressure off, puts the pressure immediately on the other side of the football. What a start.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play in this drive. to throw. It's Underwood. Takes a hit as he fires. Got him downfield. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's dragged down to the... But what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Marsh. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
Second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming in the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Makes the grab, it's Lane. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
He's in open space downfield. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Trojans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Try to get it to the edge. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
That's reeled in. It's Lane. Lots of running room. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime. So when you keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the ground with the back.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Running it to the right. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
And nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Throws toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll throw on 3rd and short. It's complete. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding them.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Firing to the right, complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Wide open spaces. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
That's a bit of a gut punch if you're the offense, because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking to throw on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolverine.
And you're seeing the aggressiveness by the offensive coordinator on the first play of the second half. They take a shot and score a touchdown. You know they talked about this all halftime. They were just waiting for this opportunity. They knew coming out they were going to get the look they got defensively and take advantage of it, and it comes up big with a touchdown.
He'll call for the fair catch here. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play action fake. Caught over the middle. It's Sanders. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Oh, he's got a chance. Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, USC.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Ole Miss needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Oxford behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Penn State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? There he goes! Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Trying to run, it's Haynes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to get rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Get it out on the screen. They've got him before he gets the 1st down marker, and the screen does not deliver.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the 1st down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Fights off the defender. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
USA 24, Michigan 10.
And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Jordan. Oh, out of space. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. They'll start this drive from the 42. To the air, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Klein. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They just keep firing. Complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out of the pocket. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
These quarterbacks that just bounce and bounce and bounce and pull the ball down and make plays. Defensively, you just got to keep coming. You can't get tired. You can't get frustrated, really. It's the frustration that gets to you because they keep making plays and keep getting 1st downs. Got another opportunity coming up. 1st and goal. Try to hold them to a field goal.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll line up to go for 2. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Dumps it off in the flats. He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be... Early on the Jets! He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. It's a seam wide open. Got enough space. Touchdown, Trojans. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Dropping back, it's Underwood. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Gonna look downfield again. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pulls it in, it's Moore. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
To the air, it's Underwood. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so.
Going for it all. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Utah is getting smoked. This is unexpected. This is alarming. And I've been on social and already seen a couple of recruits change their minds. They're trailing by 27 to Arizona State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run off the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
On first down from the 13-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Here's the handoff. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Under fire. Got a man, it's McCulley. A pickup of 10 before he's out of bounds, and that'll stop the clock.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Marshall. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Looking to scramble. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.